Should you be afraid of your vacuum cleaner? And Chef Blaze teaches us how to make a patriotic version of Eggs Benedict. Ooh la la. All this and more on Wake Up Central City. And this firecracker to my left is Paula Paulson. Paula.
Thanks, Paul. Good morning, viewers. Here are your headlines. A heartwarming and heartbreaking story out of Miami, Florida. 4 elderly friends set out to save an old beloved oak tree. But they ran into some tension when they realized the property owner began acting increasingly spiteful towards the new arborist. During a conflict over the desired outcomes, the spiteful woman owning the tree passed away. The 4 friends realized their fault in this matter, understanding the deceased angry woman was just lonely. They decided to throw a funeral for her to celebrate her life, covering the cost of the service and then scattering her ashes on the tree they loved. The tree was in turn not removed by the city council.
What a story of friendship and compassion, Paula, really. Moving up from Miami, a hotel in Boston had a special visitor this week. A hawk took up residence at the Tipton Hotel. After causing expected havoc, the hotel management scared her away. Young twins residing at the hotel found that the hawk had laid an egg, and they successfully cared for the egg, broadcasting its hatching to a watching audience online. It was definitely hard to let the young hatchling go after caring for it, but the young brothers released it back into the wild.
Oh, that's exactly the kind of story I think our viewers love hearing right here on Your Right Choice, Channel 31. We'll be right back with a check on the weather, and you'll never guess what a local resident found when he opened his bag of mulch. Stay tuned after these messages.
Gobo and the Enchanted Clubhouse. Time to learn and time to play. Come along and join the Clubhouse gang.
Alakazam will teach us something. Chester Arthur sings a song and
We'll all become best friends
in the Clubhouse gang.
Annette!
Philby!
Georgia!
Bran!
Molly!
Alakazam will teach us something. Chester Arthur sings a song and
We'll all become best friends
in the Clubhouse gang.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Gobo in the Enchanted Clubhouse. Ah, look everyone, Gobo, what do you have? All right. Gobo's brought us an email.
What does it say, Alakazam? Thanks for the email, Gobo.
Hurry, Alakazam, I'm so excited I might die.
All right, calm down. It says here, it's an email from our friend Brad.
Hi, Brad!
He says hello to everyone, but more specifically to our friend Annette.
Ooh.
But Brad says that the other day he got into a fight with his best friend.
Oh no! Like a fist fight?
Worse, a verbal altercation, which can be worse than any fist fight. He says that his friend didn't like his outfit combination with joggers, Nike socks, and slides. Oh, It gets worse. His best friend started making fun of him at school, at the dance, and they ripped the shoes from him and threw him in the garbage can.
How terrible!
Gobo's trying to tell us something. Alakazam, translate for us.
Okay. Gobo is reminding me. Yes, he has a tale to tell from 1922 and the Straw Hat Riots.
Tell us about it, Gobo.
All right, he says that back in the 1900s, men used to wear straw hats before September 15th, but they were not supposed to after that date. But suddenly men began to continue wearing their straw hats after the 15th, and people got upset, and they collected them, and then they burned them all. Oh my. Tell me, children, why do we think they might have been so upset?
They didn't like straw hats. They liked their traditions more than their friends.
They didn't like that they were doing something new.
They didn't like that they weren't the ones to come up with the idea to wear the straw hats longer.
All wonderful answers. So tell me, what did we learn today?
Don't judge people because of what they wear.
And we should like our friends more than we like our traditions.
And we should never let someone's fashion choices affect the way that we treat them.
All very good. Why, it's our friend,
Former President Chester Arthur.
Good job today, kids! You learned that there's never an excuse to be unkind. Join us as we sing Don't Be Mean!
Don't be mean. Friends are people too.
They are.
Don't be mean. Jesus loves them too.
Yes, he does.
All right, well, that's all for us today, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow on Gobo in the Enchanted Clubhouse.
Goodbye!
See you tomorrow.
Okay, good morning, guys. It is Monday morning of Impact. Impact is online today, of course, and if last night was a bumpy ride for you, we are sorry for our role in that. We think we're going to get better at this every day this week, and hopefully you're still tuning in to Channel 31, WIPT, Your Wise Choice. So we hope that this week is a blessing to you. I've got the TV guide here. There's a bunch of stuff coming. We've got classes from Andy Frizzell and Nikki Fox and Sean White. I know those are going to be a blessing. You've got Morning Impact coming. That should be fun. So however you engage the digital content today, we just hope it is a huge blessing to you. Don't forget to go on over to impactlu.org and check out the ways that you, as an individual or a group, can submit some things to be a part of the week. So we're excited and can't wait to see what happens today. You guys have an awesome Monday morning, and we'll see you later on Channel 31.
You're 5 years old and you have a hard day in kindergarten. You're waiting for your parents to come and pick you up from school, and 3 p.m. comes and goes. And you wait and wait and wait, and the teacher's standing with you and they start asking you questions like, did you know your parents were going to be late? Do you have a phone number we can use to call them? And then suddenly your mom flies into the parking lot exasperated and says, honey, I'm so sorry I'm late. I lost track of time. In that moment, a small seed of doubt is planted in your mind. Can I trust that this person will do what they say they will do? As you get older, that doubt grows and grows and becomes full-blown trust issues in your mom or your dad, that they have walked out of your life, or maybe it's substance abuse that lives in your home and you never know what you're going to walk into, or your friends that have betrayed a secret, breaking your trust. You start to think, why should I trust that God wants what's good for me when the people around me don't seem to be trustworthy. I can't trust them to want what's good for me. I can't trust the people that I put all of my hope in to do the right thing. Why would I do that with God? My friends don't trust or believe in God, and their lives seem pretty good, so you start to question. And we get to Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. That's sweet and that's cute, but it's hard for us to feel that it's real because we have lived in a world that's broken, where we have trust issues, where we can't really put our hope in anybody or anything, and we throw that onto God. And so we have these trust issues with people that then become trust issues with God, and we don't see how we can trust the words in the Bible and what the person writing this proverb says to us. But they don't mean as much because we have these few people that we could actually trust, and the ones that we have trusted in have broken our trust. So we want to think about, how can we trust God? Because if we know that wise people trust God and that God leads us in a path that He's directed for us, and we can trust that and lean on that, how do we do that when it's so hard to trust the people around us and we throw that on God? I want to introduce you to a friend of mine named Habakkuk. Now, he was frustrated with all of his friends and his countrymen and the way they were acting and the way they were not following what God had planned for them. The world around him was surrounded with violence and exploitation and just these terrible things going on all the time. Habakkuk looked at God and he says, "Why would you let this happen? I can't trust you because I'm looking out of this whole world. I'm having a hard time understanding how you could let this happen. Why should I trust you? These people don't trust in you, but they are still succeeding in their lives even though they're doing the wrong thing." God answers Habakkuk and he says, essentially, I'm about to do things that you could never imagine. There are things that are going to happen in your world that you wouldn't believe. And Habakkuk, it's about to get worse before it gets better. If you think it's bad now, it's going to get a lot worse. So Habakkuk responds, how is that good? Why is that a good answer? I need more than that. I need assurances and understanding. And God responds, this time won't last, and these people will fail because their trust is not in me. They're foolish. We know if wise people trust God, their ways succeed and God makes a path for them, and God responds to Habakkuk, these people don't trust me, they're foolish, and their way is going to fail. But he also has to tell Habakkuk a hard truth. Believe me that you will have peace even in these terrible times if you trust in me. And that's difficult. It's difficult for us to think these times are really hard and they're terrible, and to really believe and trust that God will still bring us peace. But trusting in God makes us wise. It reminds me of Proverbs 14 and verse 12, as God talks about what it looks like to be a fool and what fools think and what they understand, and how what they do is rely on themselves, and that leads to their destruction. After this back and forth with Habakkuk, he writes one of the most beautiful statements of trust towards God that I think shines light back on what we're trying to understand about Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. So Habakkuk and God have had this conversation, and God has given Habakkuk kind of the last word. This is what's going to happen. This is how you can still have peace even in this troubling time. And Habakkuk writes this as a response at the very end of the whole conversation. Though the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive crop fails, and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the pens and no cattle in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in God, my Savior. A wise person trusts God. When everyone around us breaks our trust, lets us down, betrays us, a wise person trusts in God. When we want answers and we look for them everywhere else, and we try to do it our own way, a wise person trusts in God. There are so many things in the world right now, so many different excuses that people are giving, and so many different doubts and frustrations that pop up because we are focused on our trust that we've put in the world that's been broken. And those things end up being reflective onto God. And instead of us allowing ourselves to focus on the trust we have in God, who is bigger than those people, bigger than those things, able to handle and be trusted with all of your thoughts and feelings, we just try to walk away and push away from it. But a wise person trusts in God. Proverbs breaks down multiple times what happens to the fool that trusts his own way. As you deal with your trust issues with the world, with your family, with media, with leaders, I pray that you come to the same decision that Habakkuk does, that we see in Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, that we will not lean on our own understanding, what we see in the world, the way we see everything going, but we will have peace and a trust that we have in God, even if everything is going wrong, knowing that God is there and present with us in the middle of all those things, that you can rejoice in God and trust Him in all things. So what I want us to do as we close is I want to teach you a prayer of trust. So this is what Jesus says at the end of His time on the cross, and he looks to God, and he, at the very end of His life, as He's dying, says, "Into your hands I commit my spirit." So we practiced this last year at Impact, and I want to bring it back as we close tonight, that we would breathe in and say, "Into your hands," and breathe out, "I commit my spirit." So if you will, breathe in with me, into your hands, and breathe out, "I commit my spirit." And breathe in, into your hands, and breathe out, "I commit my spirit." So this is going to be a prayer that you can use on a daily basis when you feel like you cannot trust in God anymore and He has left you. Take the time to recommit yourself to a relationship with God built on trust.
Y'all ready for this?
Impact. I don't have to say it very loud. There's only 2 people in here.
There it is.
3. All right. Actually, there are hundreds, hopefully, perhaps thousands, watching this 40 minutes after it was supposed to debut. We're really excited about watching Delayed Morning Impact. And
we're so excited, all of us. I know it may only look like one of us is excited, but I promise you, we're all excited.
We just need to make sure that we are, in fact, social distancing.
Yeah, good point. Could you go up there onto the skid back?
Yeah. Okay.
Just stay back. Stay 6 feet away. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, where are you going to go?
Thank you, buddy. Well, we'll just we're going to stay apart up here.
Yep. Safely.
Feels a little San Antonio vibe happening right now.
It was. So, I think the first thing we always traditionally do is the ball race, and I think we just have to be honest.
It's too bad that we can't do a ball race this year.
We tried. We really got creative. I mean, we always try to get creative.
Too bad.
But there's only 3 people in here, honestly,
right?
Aside from the 3 of us,
and they would probably all honestly be on my side. But I mean, we're at the church I work at recording this, so that, I mean.
Anyways, so there's not going to be a ball race this year, I don't think.
Time out.
Okay.
Oh, what? Time out. Hey guys, that is unacceptable. The thing that made me fall in love with Impact the fastest was the ball race. I love it. It's the epitome of competition.
We tried, Aubrey. We tried. There's
cheating.
no way to do it.
I have prepared for us a way.
Wait. You've prepared a way?
There is a race waiting for us right outside the building. You two guys. You can come too, Todd, but these two guys are throwing down.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Where we go? Wait. Hold on. Come back here. You're saying we need to do a ball race? How did I have this? So where are we going? Outside? Let's go, everybody.
Come on, guys. Here's the deal. As I told you just a minute ago, the ball race is the epitome of competition and Impact. I love it. So there's no way we're not doing it. So I've set something up here for you.
I'm being filmed now?
We're being filmed. 3 angles here. Here's what we're doing. So right now, we're having a ball race. We don't have teams.
Yes.
We have 2 individuals that will represent your size. Instead of your size representing you like normal, Skidmore, this is your ball here. You take it. Rubio, this is your ball both on the mat. I want you both standing on the mat. I'm going to say go. Not yet, but I'm going to say go. Once I say go, Skidmore, you're going to run this way. You're going to circumnavigate the building.
Okay, I'm going to go.
Go, Todd. Back on the mat, please.
So you should probably video him giving the instructions. Y'all should at some point.
Here's the
Yeah, and show us. I'm
So
gonna go
say
that
the
way.
instructions
Go that way
again.
over there.
Wait, he goes that way.
Skidmore goes that way, all the way around the building. Circumnavigate.
Circumnavigate.
Rubio,
He said
you will go this way.
circumnavigate the building.
Rubio, you will go this way.
Hey,
circumnavigate the building.
That's not really fair.
Okay.
What's not fair?
Why is it not fair?
Well, he's faster than I am.
Well, first of all,
He also works here and he knows the building.
Well, it's a circle.
You just go around it.
That's right. Yes, there's no trick to the building. Circumnavigation is pretty simple. Now, I am faster and more athletic, but
You've got bad knees.
But I have a knee that they literally did surgery on.
Yeah,
and they
that's
told
true.
me
That's
after
true.
the surgery, they couldn't fix it. That's a true story.
True.
I paid for the surgery, and they said we couldn't do anything.
Right.
That
So I
seems to
have an
make things
injured
fair to
knee,
me.
and who's more creative?
This guy.
Be honest. You are.
Yeah, you got
If
it.
there's a way to be found, you'll find it.
Yeah, you're more.
All right, so here we go. On both feet on the mat, please. Both feet on the mat.
What is creativity?
Both feet on the mat.
David, both
Okay.
feet on the mat.
Here we go.
So first one back.
First one back to this mat wins the ball race
All the
for
way
the day.
around the building.
Have these been
All the way around
disinfected?
the
When's the
building.
last time you ran?
That's not important. Here we go. On your mark. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Go!
Go. Follow me this way.
Get in front of me. Did he say we have to kick it? Hey, I don't think he did. And also, I don't think he knew that my truck was parked right here. You get in here. Get in there.
Oh, come on. Be careful because there was some water. Be careful of the puddles of water. Oh!
Good. Can you look back there and see him? You see him running? Hold on.
All right, I'm going. There I go. I'm going around. Okay. Record. Hey. Oh, hey. All right. Okay. All right, let's see if they can.
All right. So we'll wait till they get back. I cannot imagine a world where Rubio in a pickup truck doesn't outrun Skidmore.
I can't imagine a world where Skidmore beats Rubio at most things.
Here's the deal. If Skid is not very fast, I probably almost have time to go across the street to Chick-fil-A and get an ice cream cup. Here, hey, well, roll your window down. You got to roll your window down and get video of him.
Watch out, there comes. Hey, what? No, wait. Come on. Maybe he'll wreck. Maybe his knee will give out pushing the gas on the track.
Yes. Now look, get them. Video them.
Hold on. I want some more footage of Skidmore. I want some more footage of Skidmore. Maybe you should hold the ball, and I'll hold the camera. Because that camera is lighter than this ball. And so, watch out, here comes another. Here he comes again. You can do it!
Oh. Listen, Aubrey just said circumnavigate. He did not say, you heard him.
Here! Don't say anything, I'm gonna get a shortcut through this grass.
I honestly think, now it could be that when we get back, Aubrey says, no good. It could be that Aubrey says it doesn't work, it's no good. But now I need to pull in here.
4 seconds we saved by doing that.
Better get the ball, because Skid could come around that corner at any second.
Come on, Rubes, right here for the win. On the mat, and 1-0. 1-0, Rubio. Is there a chance that was the farthest Skidmore has ever run before? Here he comes. Here's Skid, come on.
You got it, Skid.
You actually saved a second. Let's go back to the mat.
Come on, Skid. Finish strong. No, finish strong. Finish strong. Skidmore. How you did?
Skidmore. Here, hold on. Did y'all disinfect? No.
That was the worst high five I've ever had in my life. You have high fived before. All right, Rubio.
Now,
Here's
here's
up
the question.
1-0.
Here's the question.
Biggest church in the county.
So, Charity and I were talking on our way around.
Which lap?
Would Aubrey disqualify me? And we both decided,
Yeah, he
no.
cheated.
No. Because all you said was circumnavigate. You did not. He didn't say anything else.
If you want to go letter of the law, technically he would.
Aha! So you are more creative.
There it is. But Rubio, you did go around 2
Right.
times. So is it 2-0 or is it 1-0? I'll still say 1 to be fair.
I think 1. David.
Good game.
Good game. So what do we do? I guess tomorrow we. So here, hey, I got it. No, I got it.
No, I'm done.
Let's go. Back in. Yes.
What?
You did it.
Good job.
Oh,
hey,
hold on,
can you
let me stop
turn that off? Is it just repeating the whole time we've been down there? That is so dumb.
Flawless
Sorry,
execution.
Sorry.
Where's ETS
So,
when
okay,
you need
so-
one?
1-0 Rubio.
1-0.
Okay. That was not okay.
What?
Hey.
What's wrong, Skid?
I don't know. Have you got?
What? I didn't put poopy music in. We don't even have
You
it.
don't need to get poopy today.
No.
We've already had your poopy moment.
Why don't you just recognize when you're beat and congratulate the winner?
Or just be better.
I agree with him.
No. I'd like for him to continue to be mediocre. But just congratulate.
I actually agree with him.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
So
I listen. He made the mistake. It wasn't a mistake, maybe.
Rephrase?
He should have said, "You can't use your vehicle." You had a vehicle here. You could have used your vehicle.
The rules, they were said clearly.
That's right. So
Here's the deal. Tomorrow, another iteration of the race.
Oh yeah.
A new chapter.
Excellent.
New rules. See y'all tomorrow.
All right. So ball race number 2 tomorrow. Hey,
you
kid,
can't
Skid,
leave.
You can do it. You can do it.
I mean, you'll be back.
See you, Aubrey.
Okay. No, he's not leaving.
Oh, he's not
right there.
Bye, Aubrey. See you, Aubrey.
It's not leaving. All right. So we've had several dust ups. I mean,
Well, he won't even shake my hand.
Well, first of all, we've been working on this, and I have been taking this camp seriously, and somebody here, not you, hasn't been.
Thanks. You're saying I haven't been taking this seriously?
No.
He is over. And no offense, because we love you. We love you. I've talked to a lot of people. They say the same thing. They love you, but you you go overboard on stuff. You're always digging in, and it's like, I don't know. You're a perfectionist would be the word that it would come to mind. Like you can't. Like,
I can see
hyper focused on, I don't know, just chillax.
Well, the overboard, I find that a little ironic, but
well, I'm just saying, we've had a tough week.
I just don't know.
Skid and I have had a tough week. To be honest, we've had a tough week.
I just don't know that this can last. We've had a good ride. I just don't know that it can last.
Well, if it doesn't last, I don't think it's my fault. Listen, do we just let Todd in on the...
What? Fine. What are y'all talking about?
We had a moment this week.
Another one? Y'all had several.
But
you had a big one.
One was caught on video.
Yeah. Oh. Unfortunately.
And
really?
Yeah, it escalated. I mean, it started to de-escalate.
I was up late the other night working, trying to make this a positive experience for those watching at home, and I can barely even talk about it. No, I know your name. I don't even like to say it.
We have the same name.
I can't stand the name.
You can't stand the sound of your own name?
I can't. Would y'all just...
Should we just roll the video?
Let's
just show him the video.
This is what happened.
You look tired.
I'm just pouring myself into my work. Are you here to help?
I can't.
Why?
Because you and I are going to go play 9 Square.
Now?
Right now.
How could you?
Because I'm that nice of a guy.
Think that I could just go running off.
So are you saying no?
Don't you understand everything that's got to get done?
How could I not when you remind me every 2 seconds?
And that water balloon fight earlier, what was that all about?
It was basically me saying, wow, wouldn't it be nice to have a little fun?
Oh, so you're saying I'm not any fun?
Why do I even try? You know, the only reason I came here was because
probably to hit me with a beach ball or something. Guess what? This is me trying to say something that I really care about.
So am I.
Oh, really? How's that working out for you?
Not great.
Hey, Rubio. You forgot your flashlight.
It's a headlamp.
It's like he doesn't hear a word I say. His mind is somewhere far away, and I don't know how to get there. It's like all he wants is to chill out. Makes me wanna pull all mine out, like he doesn't even care. We're face to face, but we don't see eye to eye. Like fire and rain.
Like fire and rain.
You can drive me insane.
You can drive me insane, but I can't stay mad at you for anything.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're like different stars.
Like different stars, you're the harmony to every song I sing. And I wouldn't change a thing. He's always trying to save the day. Just wanna let my music play. He's all or nothing, but my feelings never change.
Why
I try to read his mind. He tries to pick a fight to get attention. That's what all of my friends say. We're face to face, but we don't see eye to eye.
Like fire and rain.
Fire and rain.
You can drive me insane.
You can drive me insane, but I can't stay mad at you for anything.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're like different stars.
Like different stars, you're the harmony to every song I sing. And I wouldn't change a thing. When I'm yes, he's no.
When I hold on, he just lets go.
We're perfectly imperfect, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Like fire and rain.
Like fire and rain.
You can drive me insane.
You can drive me insane, but I can't stay mad at you for anything.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're like different stars.
Like different stars, you're the harmony to every song I sing. And I wouldn't change a thing.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're Venus and Mars.
We're like different stars.
Like different stars. You're the harmony to every song I sing.
And I wouldn't change a thing.
So, I mean, I tried. You got to be honest.
You're right.
Just get it done.
Okay, all right. Congratulations.
End it.
You won. Put it here.
Hold on. There we go. Just rub that in. Yeah. Yep. Just rub that in.
Okay, here. Just here. Let's just do what everybody else.
Well, I thought he won it. I thought he was holding his elbow out.
So all right. Well, we need to go to one of our friends, Low Rida Lynn, who's going to walk us through
Low Rida
dancing country style.
Woo!
Hello everyone, my name is Low Rida Lynn and I'm here to teach you some hip-hop country line dancing. Our first dance of this COVID-19 season is the Cowboy Boogie, one of my fans' favorites. So let me do a quick rundown of what this entails and then we will do it with music. Alright. So, first thing you're going to do is called the vine. It's very simple. All you're going to do, let me scooch back, is you're going to go right, back left, step right, and hop. Step left, step back right, step left, and hop. Very nice. That is the first step. The second is called, are you ready? The Scootin' Man. Alright, so the Scootin' Man, let me fix my hat. Alright, very simple. You're going to put your arms in front of you. You're going to pretend like you're scooting something towards you, like a chair or, I don't know, like a wagon wheel, a tractor. Yeah, let's say you're scooting a tractor towards you. Alright, so you're going to put your right foot up high. You're going to scoot back. Put your right foot down and scoot. All right, very nice. That is, you have just learned the second step. All right, so, all right, sorry. My hair was a little wonky. So the third step is called the ivy vine. Now, the ivy vine is very simple. It's like the vine, but shorter, kind of like ivy. Ivy's small. So you're going to go, let me move this out of the way. You're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Very nice. Third step. Now, the showstopper is kick that bucket. I know you're cheering while you're at home or with your youth groups at your viewing parties. It is time for Kick That Bucket. So, you are going to pretend like you were kicking down a bucket, but you're going to cheer yourself on while you do it, and then you're really going to get into it. Yeah, you're going to do like that. So, let's practice it together. You're going to go kick that bucket. Kick that bucket. Very nice. Now make sure when you go out in front of you or out in front of you that your leg goes out like you're kicking. Don't do any of this like nonsense. All right, after kick that bucket, you're gonna do one of my favorites called pigeon. All right, pigeon. It's very simple. You're gonna put your legs out. If you do ballet, this is first position. All right, And then you're gonna do your arms, keep like this, like you're a little bird. And then you're gonna go in, and then out, and then in, and then out. And then back in, but to the left this time, then out, then in, then out. Super simple. Now you're gonna do the window washer. You're gonna step right with your right arm out like you're gonna make a window, and then step left back. Oh, look, there's your window. And then right, like you're tilting it to clean, but instead of cleaning it, what are we gonna do? Does anyone know? Anybody? I'm just playing, I can't hear you. You are going to crank that window. That's right. If you've ever been in a truck, you know what I'm talking about. So that is now officially the Cowboy Boogie. Let's do it with some music, people. Thank you so much for joining us today as we learned or relearned the Cowboy Boogie. All right, here's what I want you to do. If you are on TikTok, I am, and when you do this Cowboy Boogie dance, if you will tag me or duet with me, I would love it. All right, everybody, see you next time.
All right, so I hope that was helpful for those of you who want to learn hip hop country.
Yes.
So here comes.
Who is it?
Hey, do we? I hope we have the tag for this. If we do,
We got the tag.
all right. Let's
You
go.
want to see it now? Tag.
All right, joke teller Patrick Chappelle is coming up here, and
Let's hear it. Can y'all clap for JTPC?
I was about to say that. We've
Really?
never really done that acronym.
We've never said JTPC.
All right, what does it stand for?
Step forward here.
no,
Step-
thanks.
Joke
Yeah.
telling Patrick Chappelle.
You take that.
Yes.
Hey,
Patrick,
you've
yeah.
been doing this a lot of years.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And this is
That's
the
true.
very first time I've watched a lot of old Impact videos. This is the very first time that I can remember that you'll set a joke up and Todd will not be able to say, "Don't yell out the answer."
I
if you
wouldn't
know
be
it.
sure of that.
What? Although
Well, she might know
Stop.
the
there
answer.
is-
Oh, come on! I was going to do that.
It's
Still
still
enough comedy.
right.
Go.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Why couldn't Miss Dracula get any sleep?
Why couldn't Miss Dracula get any sleep?
Because Dracula was coughing. Too soon.
That may be the worst joke
COVID!
you've ever told. That may be the worst one, Patrick. So bad.
They call it plausibly live for a reason.
Wow. He may have just ended his bit in one fell swoop.
But you're laughing.
I'm laughing at how bad it was, Patrick. It's working. All right.
I mean,
Charity on a scale.
doesn't even make sense.
Charity's the only person in the audience.
It doesn't even make sense.
Battle.
Well, Battle's asleep, I think. Charity, on a scale of 1 to 20, how funny was that?
I just now noticed that Battle was up there. I didn't even know he was up there the whole time.
Oh yeah.
The whole time. All right. So, anyways, let's get on with things.
None of us knows what's next.
doesn't
You're the
even
only
make
person.
sense.
I
who
know.
knows.
Here we're showing, guys. For years and years, we've had a lot of Impact characters that have been really popular with you guys.
Dracula was-
Guys like
that doesn't
Mr.
dramatically
T,
make sense.
Bob Ross, various others, and one of the original early superstars of Impact was
That's
this
right.
guy.
If I see
And-
correctly who this is.
Yeah, and we're reviving him for this year because we thought we wanted to pull out some old special friends for you for Impact 2020. And so iconic character is about to come back.
My name's Mr. Bill. Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. It's me, Mr. Bill. Welcome to Morning Impact. Oh, I'm ready for another great day, but I need to wake up. I'm so tired this morning. Oh. Hey, Mr. Bill, maybe you could use some of my coffee. Oh, that sounds great. But be careful, the contents are very hot. But here, you can have some. Oh, but that cup's too big for me. Oh, that's okay, Mr. Bill. My friend and I made a cup just for you. Oh, really? Here, Mr. Bill, here's your cup. Oh, boy, just my size. Thanks so much. Hey, I'll be right back. I'll go get the coffee. Okay, thanks. Hey, Mr. Bill, I'm back with the coffee. It's a fresh pot and it's very hot. How much would you like? Oh, just fill her up. Oh, boy, I can't wait. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, wait. No, that's oh. Hey everybody, it's me, Mr. Bill. I was told to come by the clinic to make sure everything's good. Hey, thanks for coming by, Mr. Bill. That's great that you stopped by. Before you're around a lot of people, you need to make sure you're not sick or contagious. Well, how do I do that? Oh, that's easy. There's a simple test. Oh, a test? I'm really good at tests. I'm really smart. Let's go. Okay, Mr. Bill. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's really easy. Don't worry, Mr. Bill. The hard part is over. It'll take about 24 hours to get the results back, Mr. Bill. So in the meantime, to make sure everyone's safe, you should really wear this protective mask. Oh, you really think I should? I can... Oh, hey, it's me, Mr. Bill. I heard David Rubio's taking Impact on the road, and I want to go. Woohoo! Here I am at the bus stop, waiting on the bus. No, the bus stop. Stop, bus. Stop, bus, stop, bus. Oh, no.
Oh, well, somebody go out and check. I think we may have a flat. Yeah, we got a flat.
Hey everybody, it's me, Mr. Bill. It's free time here at Impact, and I wanted to hang out with some of my friends. But according to the CDC guidelines, if you're going to hang out with people so that nobody gets hurt, you can only be in groups of 25 that have to be evenly spaced. So we've done that. Here are my friends. Hey guys, good job. Wow, what are we going to do today? Hey, Mr. Bill, you might need this. Good luck. Wait, what are we going to do? Whoa, oh. Hey, guys. Hey, no. Oh, goal! My name's Mr. Bill. See you soon. Okay, so, iconic for sure. Is this the fourth year he's made an appearance? And
Third, I think. Maybe fourth.
At least 3 for sure. And you've always been a part of that. You're sort of, was it fun this year? I mean,
what are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Did I give it away?
Fourth wall breaker. All right. So, anyways,
way to ruin the magic.
Yeah. Why is our list so far away? I can't even see that. Hey, you know what? I do see it. I see the big letters there. So, and speaking of famous, popular characters that have been in Impact, let's get a video from our friend, Mr. T.
Oh.
I wanna know what love is.
children. Hi, it's me, Mr. T. I'm so sad we cannot be together, but coronavirus is being a big old jerk. So now we must do this. That's okay. Mr. T is here to tell you a story. I got some new books to share with you. Would you want to see them? Of course you do. Here we go, children. First book, I'm Sorry. Look at these children in these monkeys. This is a wonderful book. Children and animals together is always a good time. Let's see what these children and animals are up to. Page 1. What naughty monkeys at the zoo? They're dropping their food and throwing it too. Look at these crazy monkeys throwing food. Don't you be throwing your food like these crazy monkeys. The monkeys don't speak. If they could, they should say sorry for not being good. You better say you're sorry all the time, children. It better fall off your lips and fall off your lips often. These monkeys. Okay, if you drop your food like the monkeys do, what should you say? Say I'm sorry too. Of course, Miss T already told you that. This book is slow. Another one. What nosy hippos at the zoo? They woken the sleepy old groom. They waking up people. Don't wake up your parents and don't wake up animals. They may attack you. The hippos don't speak, but if they could, they would say they're sorry. Children, this book is saying it's sorry a lot. You should say you're sorry too. Treat your mama right. I'm out of here.
All right, now, Mr. T. I lost track of what I was doing. I made some weird noise. That's exactly the kind of thing I do at Impact, though. So
It is.
It's totally
It
fine.
is.
So I know a lot of you have been waiting for this guy. A lot of you were waiting for the last guy. Those of you who are fans of Mr. T, some of you are equally big fans of this next guy. So welcome to Digital Impact, Mr. Bob Ross. Are y'all gonna? That's what you're doing? And action.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today on The Joy of Painting, the world's greatest television program. And of course, I am contractually obligated to tell you that my name is Bob Ross. But of course you already knew that because I am the world's greatest painter that has ever lived. So, if you would like to paint along with me today, we're going to do part 1 of my wildlife series. Go ahead and get out your paints. Today we'll be using phthalo green, Van Dyke brown, and midnight black. So please, paint along with me. As you can see, I've already prepared the canvas. On this side, we will paint a happy tree to begin with. Paint along. So let's start with a happy tree up here at the top. Here are some branches that come out. Very nice. And notice that every single branch has its own unique personality. There are no two branches that are exactly the same. Some of you have maybe even seen a tree before, so you know what they look like. That's how I understood what a tree looked like. I stared at one. There we go. Now, as you can see, we can go the tree all the way to the bottom of your canvas. There we go. Nice little happy tree. You just see the edge of it. You don't have to paint the entire tree. And now we're going to begin with our squirrel. Now, some of you have seen squirrels before. You know what they look like. Of course, I don't have to look at one. I've already seen a squirrel and I know how to paint it. So here we go. Take your Van Dyke brown and add it up here to the canvas. So again, we're taking more of the Van Dyke brown. We're creating, this will be the body of the squirrel that you've seen before. Here we go. Just continue to build the body. And of course, squirrels have heads. So we're going to put the squirrel head here. And if you've seen squirrels before, you know that most of them have little hands and little legs. Most of them.
Go ahead.
So let's go ahead and add the arms to the squirrel, and we will put the little feet at the bottom of the squirrel. There we go. Perfect. Again, don't worry if your painting at home cannot be as perfect as my painting of my squirrel and my feet that I'm about to add to the squirrel. Here's some little feet down here. We want to make sure that the squirrel is touching the branches with his little hands, his little fingers. So you can add your own there. You can tell that that squirrel is climbing the tree all the way to the top. And now we of course will add ears to the top of the head. They're more like little half circles. There we go. And now for the tail. Remember, squirrels' tails will curve. They're big and bushy, and they spiral. I think that's what makes a squirrel a squirrel. So we'll continue to add the tail of the squirrel that will continue to loop around. You can bring it all the way to the top, coming down toward, and then of course it needs to hook around in a curve. So we'll bring it over to here you'll have room at the edge of the corner of your canvas to continue with your tail. As you bring it around toward the end of the tail will come in as it wraps around and it continues to spiral to get to the end of the squirrel tail. Now it is time to use your midnight black. So take a little black and we're going to put some squirrel eyes here at the front. Normally eyes are in the front of the head. The eyes are what helps the squirrel to see. Normally there's two eyes on the squirrel, and of course he's a happy squirrel, so a squirrel mouth. And now with your squirrel nose. And now is the time to sign your own name to the bottom of your own painting. Do not write Bob Ross. That is only for me to write because my name is copyrighted. So down at the bottom, my official Bob Ross signature. It's easy for me to remember how to spell my name because two of the letters in my first name are the same. Oh, there's another O. I just realized that. In Bob and Ross. Oh wait, there's two S's as well. I just realized this. As you can tell, today's painting is a masterpiece. Squirrel and a happy tree. Thank you so much for joining me, Bob Ross, on today's episode of The Joy of Painting.
That guy he knows his art. And I'm talking about Bob Ross and our Bob Ross. He is an amazing artist.
Yeah.
And so energetic.
Yeah, life of the party. And so coming
same thing about me a couple weeks ago.
So coming up next.
So wait a minute.
What's next, Todd? Tell us what's next.
Coming up next is
his art is breathtaking. Your comedy is breathtaking.
So the next thing that's coming up is our next encounter class. So if you want to watch our class, the discussion questions are following the class. So that's coming up next.
Should we come up with a song to go out to leave to, or not?
Well, it looks like that's happening whether we give input or not.
What? That's the worst song ever to play.
In pocket.
Bye, y'all.
I'm gonna use it. Intention. I'm feeling mental. Gonna make you notice.
Hey, I'm Sean.
And I'm Nikki.
And we're the youth ministers at East Bryan Church of Christ in Chattanooga. And we're going to talk a little bit about healthy relationships today.
Yes, we hope that you've enjoyed walking through Proverbs this week. And so we are going to look at how wise people deal with their relationships. So, relationships are great, right? They're fun, they bring meaning to our lives, they bring enjoyment to our days, but they're hard work. You guys know this at your age. Even if you're younger, even if you're a little bit older, you know that good, healthy relationships take work. I remember when I was your age, trying to make friends either in school or in youth group, it was a hard thing. You have so many relationships that are in your lives, whether it is friends, parents, siblings, coaches, teachers. We are surrounded by having to walk in relationships with each other. And it's a blessing because that is how God created us to live, in community, in relationship with each other. And that's how we thrive. But we're not going to thrive unless we know how to have healthy relationships. And so we're so grateful for the book of Proverbs. It's all about wisdom, right? And thankfully, some things it's not spoken of, but wisdom about friendships is spoken of in the Bible. And so I'm going to talk to you right now just kind of about the choice that you have. So in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20, it says this: "He who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm." Now, I love this because this is written by Solomon. And if you don't know, Solomon is the son of David, who was a big character in the Bible. But I love this because I feel like Solomon probably got a pretty good glimpse at all kinds of relationships, right, that David had. But I love it because I feel like he may have learned a little bit of wisdom from his dad, because David had a great relationship with this guy named Jonathan. They had a really close bond. They even made covenants with each other. They took care of each other. They looked out for each other. And then even Nathan and David. Nathan is the prophet who spoke to him and spoke wisdom into his life. And those were relationships that David got to choose. And I think he passed that wisdom on to Solomon. And praise God, like through the Bible, Solomon has gotten to pass that wisdom on to us. And of course, we want to look at Jesus in all things when we're modeling our lives after him. And so you look at Jesus, and Jesus had the choice, right? Like Jesus had a choice of who he chose to be in his circle. And the blessing that he got was, there were multitudes, then there were the 12, and then there were the 3, right? Peter, James, and John. And so as you see, Jesus reserved some special times for him and those close friends because he knew that he wanted to invest specifically in those 3. And so where do we start with healthy relationships, guys? It is a choice. We either get to choose the wise, we're going to be the wise people that choose good friends, or we're going to be the foolish people who choose bad companions for our life, for our journey here on this earth.
As Nikki said, we have a choice in who we allow closest to us. Just like Jesus, he had his 12 and then he had his close 3 that were the closest to him. In Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17, it says this: "A friend is devoted at all times. A brother is born to share adversity. So the next question and the next thing we want to think about is, who do we let closest to us, right? So I like to draw. My youth think that I am the best artist in the world. So I'm going to draw a person for you, and then we're going to talk about circles, right? So here is a person. That's you. That's me. That's anybody. Or maybe a female, a lady, smiles. This is you, right? And we all have our people that are in our closest circle, right? You and I have moms, we have dads, we have grandparents, we have best friends. We have people who are closest to us in our inner circle. And then there's the next level of people. These may just be people that you go to school with, maybe neighbors that you wave to as you get home every day, but you don't really spend a lot of time with them. And then, obviously there's the other people around us that are just, the people in our lives that we may see at Walmart, we may see at Target, just people. And when you think about the people that are closest to us and you think about the choice that you have for healthy relationship, the choice is, who do you let be closest to you? Some of those relationships are natural, like I said, mom, dads, brothers, but even sometimes those relationships aren't always the most healthy relationships. You fight, you argue, you don't get along, and that's sometimes natural. And so we don't want to always think that just because we fight and argue with our parents that things are unhealthy. But what I'm talking about are relationships where you can't be truly you. When you are in a relationship and you've let somebody closest to you, you've let somebody in the inner circle, but they're not really a friend. They're not somebody that has your best interest in mind. Like superheroes, right? I love superheroes. Superheroes have a secret identity. Why? Because they can only let certain people in to their inner circle. If they just let everybody know who they really were, everybody would take advantage of that. The bad guys would know how to hurt them the most. So we've got to be wise about who we let into our inner circle. We've got to be smart about that choice to befriend, to let brothers, to let sisters, metaphorically speaking, brothers and sisters closest to us. Who do we let closest to us in our lives?
So first we learned in relationships that we have a choice.
Then we talked a little bit about our circles. Who do we let in closest to us? As we close today, we want to share one more proverb with you. It's 18:24. It says this: "A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." We live in a world and we can't get away from people, right? We just can't. We're surrounded by people all the time. Even for those of us who are introverted, we try to, go to our rooms, get away from people to have our me time, right? But there's still people. And we have to be smart. We have to make wise decisions. We have to discern who we're going to let into our lives and have a relationship with.
And praise God, if you are a Jesus follower, you have help in this. We get to ask the Holy Spirit for wisdom on who we're walking in community with, who we're having relationships with. And so you're not alone. If you're surrounding yourself with these kind of people, great. But God wants you to know that He wants to help you have healthy relationships. And Holy Spirit wants to help you walk in healthy relationships.
Right. So go out there, make wise choices, surround yourself with good people that want your best interest in mind. Surround yourself with healthy relationships. Grace and peace. We love you. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.